Welcome back to West Texas View.
Welcome back to the West Texas View. I'm Johnny Lou Avery, and Trina Gillette is my guest today, and we're talking about the Bryce Kennedy Memorial and the Shattered Clays for Shattered Dreams event that will be held in Abilene, but it's for the whole state of Texas. We'll have people coming from all over the whole state to shoot clay pigeons, and this event benefits programs that are taken into the high schools with very graphic demonstrations about what happens with drunk drivers. What are the consequences of drinking and driving? And Don Kennedy is the father of Bryce Kennedy, who was at 19 and just out of high school, about to start college, was killed in an alcohol-related accident. And he and his family were in great despair about this, and all of a sudden he was asked to be a guest speaker at the Hawley Independent School District to talk about the horror and the life-changing event that happens when someone you love is involved in an alcohol-related accident. And so he came, and this was put on by Shattered Dreams organization that is working hard to get this information out to the high school students. And so when he got involved in that program, he wanted to make it available to help raise funds, to make it available to even more public schools. And so that's when was born this Shattered Clays for Shattered Dreams. And this will be the third annual event, and it'll be held on September the 18th, which is just a few days away. So you'll need to call that number that's rolling across your screen right away if you would like to get involved. Even if you don't want to come and shoot clay pigeons, if you just want to come and watch and make a donation, or find out more about what the Shattered Dreams organization is all about, or if you want to be a part of the shooters. Some wonderful, wonderful prizes are going to be given. The top prize is a $1,500 prize, and that's something that you certainly would be happy to add to your credentials that you had won. And there is a number of other things that, other ways that you can be involved, and I'd like for Trina to talk a little bit now about some more of the things that you need to know, like the sponsorship maybe.
Yes, we have different things that you can do to be involved in this. You can become different sponsors. There's different levels. We have an event sponsor for $3,500, and each sponsor has
certain perks.
Yes. And then we have a platinum, a gold, a silver, a bronze, and a cart sponsor. Or any kind of sponsor just to help out the event would just be nice. And then we have the actual ticket to get in, which is a $135, and you will receive a t-shirt and a meal ticket that will be served right after the event. And then we have the raffle tickets.
And that's to shoot.
Yes, that's
but
to
if
shoot.
they bring their family to watch, then they might make a donation, but the family does not have to pay.
Yes, no, they don't. They can
but
just come and watch.
There's food booths, and there's all kinds of things, shirts that they can buy, and lots of fun things to do. Plus the fact that you'll also get a little bit more information about why it's so important not to drink and drive.
Yes.
And this Shattered Dreams organization is something that I think we need to give a little bit more attention to, and we need to support it a little bit more. It's a fairly new organization, but it's done some amazing things in the high schools. And the fact that you're a teenager, same age, a friend of his from a long time ago, and you're here pushing this is very touching to me. It means that this made a deep, deep impression on you.
Yes.
And as you had said earlier, you were best friends with his fiance. And so not only are you suffering from losing a friend, but you're suffering with her from losing her prospective life mate. So you see all of the lives that were touched, the grandmother that I happened to go to church with, and or the great-grandmother actually, and then all of the parents and all of the people who loved him so much. His former teachers just couldn't believe that it happened. So you know the circles of sadness that this created. And what would you say to teenagers that are still in high school? I know you're past high school, but what would you say to them to say, don't do that?
Well, I mean, just first off, I'd say that anything can happen, and that it doesn't matter if it's you or your friend or a friend of a friend's, that this can happen any day. You don't even have to be the person that caused it, and that you can go to church and you can do everything, but if you don't help stop this or get the word out, then it's still going to happen. So,
or make a commitment to yourself.
Yes.
But the other thing that we really haven't talked a lot about is that the person that was driving, that lived, is as shattered as the person who died.
Yes,
his life is as shattered as the person who died.
Yeah, because I mean, nobody wants this for anybody, and you know he didn't plan it. They all just made a very wrong choice,
decision,
and unfortunately he had to pay for it. They all paid for it, but
he pays for it every day.
Yes, he still gets to live with it. Yes.
And the other thing is that we often see things like this, and we think, oh, but that couldn't happen to us.
Yes.
Well, I don't drink, but going down the street, I could be hit by someone who made a bad decision, and it would alter my life. So I'm just as passionate about this as someone who's lost a friend from drinking and driving.
They a lot of his friends, we couldn't believe it when it happened, and so it was something that we all told ourselves, no, it will never happen to us, or especially not to Bryce. He was a very good guy, and he was involved in everything. He was very sweet and very loving, and he just happened to make the wrong choice and wrong time and everything like that. So
and in a blink of an eye, your whole life can be changed.
Yes.
And if there's any message that we need to get across, that's that. So there's a number rolling across your screen, and call them immediately if you're interested in any way, knowing more about Shattered Dreams, knowing more about the shooting contest, knowing more about how you could get involved in helping with this. Even if you're a public school teacher and you'd like for it to be brought to your school, that's just as important, because any way that we can help with this, Mothers Against Drunk Driving have done a marvelous job, but they're working almost totally at the legal level, trying to prosecute the people that are involved. And we're the Shattered Dreams is trying to stop it from ever happening.
Yes.
And that's the story that we need to tell. I am so grateful for Tina Gillette for coming this morning and sharing her story with us. And let this be a reminder all this week that you are going to do whatever you can to stop driving and drinking. We'll see you next Sunday with another program. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for joining us for News West 9's West Texas View with Johnny Lou Avery. This has been a public affairs presentation of KWAB-TV and KWES-TV.